Is there a way to make money from home? We're going to answer that question in this video. Okay, let's rock. Let's talk about it. We're going through the COVID-19 pandemic right now. We're here in Kansas City. I'm sure you guys are all stationed everywhere throughout the country and throughout the world. And these are challenging times for all of us. And so you may have been laid off. Your business might be shut down. You may be struggling right now. And you're trying to figure out, if I'm quarantined at home, how the heck do I make money? My family's got to eat. I got a mortgage that keeps coming. I got utilities. I got everything I got to do. How do I make money from home? Good thing you're watching this video, because I'm going to shed a little bit of insight and just give you a couple ideas so maybe you can run with it, or maybe you think that's not what you want to do, but at least you have something to go off of. Okay, the first thing that I can think of is there's a lot of businesses right now that need help with their social media. And a lot of those businesses, even when they're closed, even though a lot of the businesses are actually closed, there are some that are open. And even the ones that are closed actually need help with social media. And so maybe you've been managing your own social media from your home. You run your company, you run your business, or you know somebody that does. But managing social media is not really that difficult. When I see all these people wanting to charge all kinds of sums of money, in my opinion, way too much to manage social media, well, the reason it's working is because the people that they're actually managing are getting great benefit, right? They're getting good customer leads. And so from their perspective, they're seeing all the additional traffic. So they're willing to pay whatever it is, $1,000, $2,000 or more per month to have their social media managed. But while you're sitting there at home, you got a lot of options, right? You can watch TV, you can go outside and play catch, and then you can come in and play video games. There's not a lot, but you can take the time to actually self-educate yourself on how to run social media on various platforms. How to manage, say, Facebook Ads Manager, right? How to run ads on Instagram and Twitter, right? Facebook, right? All that stuff. How to boost a post. For some of you, you're like, yeah, yawn, I already know how to do that. For the rest of you, you're like, gosh, I'm mortified to learn that. I've always been paying somebody. But if you're paying somebody and you're a business owner, now might be the time to cut those costs and learn it yourself. Heck, you've got the time. You're not going into your restaurant every day, are you? You're staying at home. So this might be the time to do it. And I'll tell you why I love being a part of the social media management team on all my businesses, is because I get to engage directly with the customers. I get to see what our business, how it's performing and what it's doing and how it's affecting customers. Are we doing a good job? Crappy job? Excellent job? Terrible job? I get to see that because I'm involved. I don't get to hear the aftermath. I get to see it as it's happening. And then I can help make corrections and nip things immediately if there's a problem. Because the last thing you want to do is have customers upset for any reason and let that stir, right? Let them stew, and then they get more angry and more mad and more frustrated. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a second, I've got 7 angry customers, I got bad reviews, what happened? And it's too late. They've already gotten over it, they've already left their reviews, they're ticked off, they're never gonna shop with you again, and you might have been able to put those little fires out when they were burning, okay? So that's a huge plus. So one of the big things, like I said, one way to make money from home is to manage your own social media instead of paying somebody else, or manage other people's social media. If you could become a self-educated social media manager, you can actually stay at home and start finding clients by emailing, sending them messages on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Say, hey, do you have somebody that manages your social media? I'll do it for cheap. Build up enough customers. Do a good job, learn a little bit about graphics and programs like Adobe and Illustrator and things that actually edit pictures and things like that. Learn about, they got apps out there like iMovie, where you can edit videos and you can help learn how to create and edit videos for people. They'll think you're a hero, right? And you can learn how to do that and charge good money for that. So that's something you can do from any computer, any cell phone, anywhere in the world. You do not have to be physically at a location to do that. And I think after this pandemic kind of starts to recede, right, as we start getting past the meat of all the craziness, I think you're going to see a lot more people wanting to work from home, right? Wanting to figure out, hey, I'm valuable to this business. What can I do to stay at home? That's where I want to be. Now, I don't mind stopping in, but I want to work from home. That's my goal. So if that's the case, you got to make sure that you're self-educating yourself, because you're going to be up against all the people that might already be educated. So you can't come in and not know what you're doing. It's very important. Okay, so here's another one. Here's one that I do, right? And I integrate this with some of my businesses, with 2 of my businesses, and that is products. buying and selling things, right? You can actually buy and sell stuff from home. And you might say, that seems like a pain. I've never done that before. Okay. Usually change and doing things new sucks. I get that, right? Nobody likes it. I mean, there's some people who are like, they want to learn everything. If you're like me, it's like, okay, what else? What else can I learn? But a lot of people are like, I don't want to learn something new. Okay, so go to work. Go to the place you've been going to. You ask the question, how can I work from home? If you don't like the social media option, I'm going to give you option number 2 in this video. And that is to buy and sell things from home. And you can do that on a lot of different websites. I mean, you could do it on eBay. That'd be the number one that I would do it on. You know, they got websites like Craigslist, OfferUp. I mean, there's so many different places you can actually do videos, and there's many other platforms, right? But say the big one's eBay. What's beautiful about eBay is the amount of information that you can get on eBay from their active listings and their completed listings. So step 1, find something that you really enjoy buying and selling, something you're passionate about. Doesn't matter what it is. For me, it might be like trading cards, like baseball cards, or it could be comic books, or it could be like a Pokemon card or a box of cards or something like that. Find something that you enjoy doing, something you enjoy touching and shipping and stuff like that, okay? And then you gotta dive in and immerse yourself and learn as much as you can about those products. After you've learned about the products themselves, then you gotta start learning about the market prices of those products, because the market prices change. Things go up, things go down, things stay the same. Some stuff isn't in super high demand. So maybe you don't want to invest a lot of money into those kind of items because it's in such low demand. Some stuff's in high demand, and usually that stuff's tough to catch because there's a lot of people competing to buy it. But what's beautiful about eBay is you can type in anything. There's millions of listings. I don't care what you're searching for. You can search for toys, like I said, comics, whatever. You start finding like just different stuff, and you search and you click the filter that says like buy it now, and you click search, and you're going to start seeing all kinds of stuff show up. And then you can sort it, and it could be lowest stuff first, or highest prices first, or recently ended first, things like that. And you really start learning the business, okay? You start learning your products really well. And when you get to the point where you're like, gosh, I've learned 100 products or 500 products, and I really know the market values, now's the fun part. You got to start shopping, right? You got to start finding deals. Well, some people list stuff for a cheaper buy it now than what they've been selling for. They just list it. They want to get rid of it quick, so they list it cheap. It sells immediately to the first savvy buyer that sees it, and they buy it, right? Make sure to do your research, of course, and make sure you're not being scammed. Make sure the seller has good feedback and they've been around or whatever. Because generally on eBay, if they got low feedback or crappy feedback and they got a really good deal, you're probably going to get hosed. I mean, that happens a lot. You're going to lose a lot of money. So once you've been doing that, you start seeing all these different deals. And then you start noticing auctions, live auctions. So then you click off of the buy it now link and you do all listings. Now you're seeing there's people that have something. Instead of making a garage sale, they say, I'm going to list all my stuff on eBay, start it at a penny, start it at $1, whatever, list it with no reserve, and whatever it brings, I'm happy with, because that's all the people wanted to pay for it, right? Well, what's beautiful about live auctions is there's going to be so many deals coming up after this pandemic as people list stuff to raise money. And a lot of people just don't care. They don't want to have a garage sale. They just want to list it and get money. So you might be able to find something that normally sells for $100. You might get it for 50. Something that's 200 for 100, right? And you can even get better deals. Maybe something that's 1,000 only goes for $450. Wow. So you buy it, right? They ship it to you. You get it, assuming everything goes well. Doesn't get damaged in shipping or whatever. You get it, and everything is advertised. It's the correct item. You just go back on eBay, relist it for what it's been going for. It's been bringing 1,000, so list it for $950, and you'll probably sell it fairly quick. And even after the eBay fees, you'll darn near double your money, right? And you can do that over and over and over. And then you got to ask yourself, how much were you making at your job before? And then how much do you actually have to make every single day to make up for that, right? Now, you're going to be putting in a lot of hours. It's not like you're just going to magically have something come in your mailbox, you're going to list it on eBay and you're done and you ship it and game over. You're going to actually have stuff, you're going to have time that you have to put into this. So it is a job, but you get to do it from home. Okay, then the next step is you're going to say, well, so I'm going to learn all these products that I like. I'm going to learn how to price them. I'm going to learn the market prices so that I can buy them cheaper than what they're worth. And that all those deals are going to come up on Craigslist and OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace and eBay and all those fun stuff. And then you're going to sit back and you're going to be like, okay, so I have all this stuff. How the heck do I ship it? What do I do with that? I'm at home. Beautiful thing. You got companies like stamps.com. You got Indicia, right? These software programs that you can load on your computer. and you can actually have a software that generates postage. It's beautiful. And eBay is awesome because through the eBay and PayPal integration, you can generate labels on there as well. So you're gonna have to go buy yourself some bubble envelopes, some shipping supplies, some packing tape, some shipping peanuts, and whatever you're gonna need. If you go to the post office, they give you free boxes, right? You get free priority mailboxes, right? If you get an account with UPS and FedEx, and you start shipping with them, you can get actual free boxes from them as well. And depending on how much you ship, you can call a local rep and try to negotiate some better pricing. If you start becoming a volume seller, they do that. So there's a lot of ways to figure out your shipping station. And believe me, it's not rocket science. For God's sake, you're just taping boxes, packing things up, putting a label on it, right? And then take it to the post office. And maybe you make 2 or 3 trips a week. If you're like me, you like to get your stuff out to your customers every day. So you go, 5 to 6 days a week, but maybe you only go, twice a week. You space out every 3 days and take it to the post office when you have a bunch of packages that are filling up your room there, and you go take them out. So there's 2 options. Those are your 2 options in this video. Is you can become a social media manager and you can become a buyer and seller of things. Okay, so I hope this video helped you out. If you liked it, please share it, please comment, please like, and please don't forget to subscribe. I would love to keep delivering videos to you. Remember, in life, especially as we're going through all this craziness, life's not easy for anybody. We're all struggling. And if you get beat down and life just knocks you down, make sure to pick yourself up and never give up. Always remember from me, push hard, keep pushing, and be the hustler.